Are we recording? All right, cool. Welcome back. We say this every single time. We appreciate you guys returning.
Yes.
And listening and enjoying and liking and subscribing and all that other bull.
All right. So
Leave that out. So today we're going to talk about, something, it's an aspect of lifestyle. So, you'll notice in every successful person that there's a commonality. There's similarities in every single situation, and that's how they live their life. That's habits that they have. That's the way they live their lifestyle, their time management and stuff like that. And so today I want to get deep and talk about habits.
Habits of being successful. So we've talked about, health, wellness, fitness, how that impacts you. But I want to talk about more of the day in the life of someone who is an entrepreneur. And if they're not doing certain things or if they're all over the place, how to develop almost like good habits in a routine that they have either through Monday through Friday or all week. What you want to look at is, what are you doing from the minute that you wake up? So I'm going to share what I do.
Yeah.
So like when I wake up in the morning, I get up, shut off my alarm. I have this point where it's quiet in my house. I do maybe a 5 to 10 minute just quick meditation. I'm just sitting on the couch, just in silence, and
Clearing your mind.
Yeah, clearing my mind, breathing. Then I get up. I make myself a cup of coffee.
Mm-hmm.
The routine that I have has worked for me. It may not work for some people, but I want to share my routine. So after I have my coffee, I get into my workout. I train either, my certain split. I'll do, for example, I'll do like chest and triceps.
Or whatever it is, you'll work out.
I'll work out.
Yeah.
Then I'll get into looking at my calendar. What do I have planned for the day?
Mm-hmm.
Then I'll also I'm going to reference what are my goals for that month. Every single month, you should have a goal set for yourself. Whether you're a CEO, a salesperson, whatever that might be, you have to set goals each month. Where am I with my monthly goals? And you can break down those goals by week and by day. But I have my personal goals that I want to hit and I need to hit. And I say, okay, where am I at with this? I go through my calendar. I see what appointments I have. Make sure when you get up, you have a routine. So then you go into your calendar. Then you go out on your first appointment or whatever it is, whatever task that you have. And from, whatever time to whatever time, you need to commit to that goal, working and chipping away at reaching those goals. For example, my personal goals are to communicate with clients and prospects and to get as much communication and networking in as possible that week. So you don't want to be sidetracked. You don't want to be doing this one day and doing something else another day and just kind of being all over the place.
Yeah.
It's good to develop healthy habits that are in line with your success.
So just so everyone knows, on average, it takes about 2 months to create and develop a habit. And so I kind of took this into consideration, and I forced myself for 60 days to do something better in the morning. I found that I wasn't being as productive as I wanted to be, and I kind of went back, looked at it, wrote it down, and figured out what I could do to be more efficient, within my days. So like you were saying, your morning habit, I have a morning ritual that I follow. Wake up, cold shower. I don't go on my phone for the first probably around, it changes all the time, but probably around an hour. I don't go on my phone. I don't have that blue light. I just allow myself to wake up. I don't like rushing. I like to center myself. I don't really meditate that much, but what I do is I get in a good workout.
Exactly.
A quick workout. It could be HIIT training, it could be anything, kind of like what you do. And then so this kind of brings me back the night before. What I'll do before I go to sleep, I write in like a journal. I get off my phone, I write in a journal, and then I'll, play some Xbox or I'll put on a movie or whatever, and I'll just kind of decompress. But before that, what I'll do is I'll write down my things that I need to do in the morning and then kind of schedule out my day. I usually schedule out my week on Sundays, but the night before, normally I put in stuff that has just come up or whatever. So the morning, hour without my phone, get a good workout in, center myself, relax, get myself ready for the day, and then I hit it and I run. But what I'll do, a habit that I really like that I've started doing recently is I'll schedule out my day. So I'll start at this time and I'll end at this time. And when I end, I end. You know what I mean? And sometimes that can be pretty late. And, in this industry, you have to work hard. You have to you have to, give it time. And sometimes it's hard to do that, but you have to be able to manage your time. So those are some habits that I've adopted in my life.
Yeah, it's about that work-life balance.
Yeah, it really is. And if you don't find that work-life balance, it can get very toxic. Yes, it's a lot of work. It's long days. It's hard. But like I always say, if you have a passion in it, you enjoy it.
Yeah, you want to break it up into four main areas roughly. Is you want to work on yourself. You have your tasks and the things that you do for yourself, your health, your well-being. Then you have your business, both you work in the business and work on your business.
Yeah.
What can you improve? What can you do differently? What can you do to go to the next level? And then what can you do yourself in the business to help it go to the next level? That's very, very important. And then also is family time. Giving your loved ones the attention and the time that they need. So you have to sort of balance those things out, but it's about developing good habits where throughout the week, you're following almost like this schedule that is positioning you to reach new levels of success. Because if you're all over the place, you're not going to have any direct pathway to reach those goals. So you got to make sure that you have things in line that are pushing you towards that level.
The first step you can take, which is the exact first step that I took, is if you're inspired by watching this and you want to start, developing and adopting more, good habits in your life, grab your phone and go onto your calendar and fill out a day. Fill out a day that you think would be the perfect day for you to be able to get work done, for you to be able to, enjoy some you time, some family time, some time with friends. Just put down exactly what your perfect day looks like. And then try to incorporate that as best as possible within your lifestyle. See, with me, is work-life lifestyle. With me is that I am good in the morning. I'm good at not going on my phone. I'm good at working out. I'm good at centering myself and just getting myself ready for the day. But what I'm not good at is finding a time to stop working. I drag out like
I
some
deal
nights.
with that too. Yeah.
Like
sometimes it's hard.
It's hard.
It's hard for me to stop sometimes, but I feel like it's an investment of time. And I make exceptions here and there, but I try to stick with a very similar structure and the same habits and routine each week. And I see the progress that I'm making each week. I'm researching new technology. I'm trying to research what would give us a competitive edge, or I need to do this within the business. Oh, how are we doing with this client? So you need to have these steps set up during the week that as a busy entrepreneur, that you're not just focusing on one side of things. You're not just focusing on yourself. It's a blended routine you have every single week, but make sure that it's everything that you're doing is in line with your goals, whatever they might be. It's that you have to develop those positive habits.
Yes. And the most powerful positive habit is to schedule yourself. Schedule your day.
Google Calendar does wonders for me because if I know I have a task, something I need to do, I highlight it in light blue. I say, okay, get this done, bang, and I put it as a reminder in my calendar. If I can't get it done that day, I move it out a week. But then I can actually see, okay, what stuff am I pushing off? What stuff am I not getting done? And I have a priority list, and I get those things done, like the stuff that we're working on.
So what helps me, I know you like Google Calendar. What helps me is I actually talked about this in a past episode is the journal. I don't have like a calendar, so to say, but I have like in the journal on the left page, I'll write down my day, the time, what I'm going to do, time, what I'm going to do, time, what I'm going to do. And then, it's always on the left page because that's the beginning or the end of the last day, beginning of this day, whatever. But, writing it down really helps me. Mm-hmm. But I want to go back to what I said at first. It takes 20 days to create a good habit. In order to make these good habits happen, which is very powerful in order to succeed in whatever you're doing, you just stick to it for 20 days. Kind of like the 75 hard challenge. We talked about this in fitness and motivation and all that other stuff. I really like this challenge. And it's 75 days because it takes that long to create a habit. 60 days to 75 days, whatever.
What I've been working on with my workouts is I sometimes I'll catch myself not changing up the workout. And then in the morning, when I work out, I say, okay, instead of doing cable pull downs, I'm going to do body weight pull-ups. I switched that up. So instead of doing free weight
So
dumbbells,
you switch it up so it doesn't get boring. Yeah.
instead of free weight dumbbells, I'm moving over to cable curls.
Yeah.
Something just a little bit different, just to shock the muscle differently. That's a habit that I am committed, because sometimes I'll be so busy in the morning, I'll just kind of do my regular workout and I go, whoa, what am I doing? Switch it up. Switch it up to see better results. So that's one habit that I have. Another habit that I've developed is I have a great biz dev team that gets me in front of lots of people, and I make sure that my calendar is packed with people to talk to, opportunities, and I have a full day where I'm going bing, 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 bing. If my calendar's empty, there's something wrong and I need to fix that. So whatever you're doing for your small business, make sure you're keeping yourself busy, either working on the business or in the business. Don't sit idle. If you don't have anything to do at this time, and say you're a startup and you don't really have many clients, find a way to get clients and make that a part of your habits. Is how can I get in front of more people? How can I talk to more people?
Or just do something to better your business. Get on social media, post something. I don't know. There could be anything.
Work on your business. Yeah. That's a great habit. If you don't like how your website looks, work on something around that. Find someone who has a talent that you might not have.
Yeah.
Spend time doing research on recruiting.
Yeah.
Find people with talents that you don't have, that when you add them to the mix, it will make your business much better. But when it comes to lifestyle, I felt that habits and developing good, healthy habits for yourself and your business and family time are critical, because then you have nice work-life balance, and it's set up nicely where you're not all in on the business and you're neglecting family and stuff like that. So you got to find time, separate that time. So like my sweet spot time for family, honestly, is the weekends. That's when I'm, spending time with my son. I'm spending time with my family, and I kind of set that as family time.
Yeah.
Don't get me wrong. Every once in a while, I'm, my son's asleep or whatever, I'm kind of looking at my calendar. I'm like, what's going on Monday? What's going on Monday? Who can we talk to? And we'll call each other on the weekends.
I was just about to say.
When Jake started calling me on the weekends, I'm like, hey, he's a thoroughbred. He's not kicking back on the weekends.
Dude,
No, respect. I was like, okay, he's legit. That was like one of the times you proved yourself. I was like, holy shit.
Now it's funny because now I feel like I call you too much.
No. Call me on the weekends, bro.
Dude,
no. That's good. That's nothing to be ashamed of, because that shows me that you're committed to being successful and you're thinking about it.
Dude, and I know I'm a fucking broken record, but please, it's because I'm so passionate about it. I've gotten to a point in my life where this has become my lifestyle. I have all these habits set up, right? And I'm doing good, and it's Sunday, and I cannot wait for Monday morning.
Can't wait for Monday to come. I love Mondays.
It's so bad because normally, honestly, between both of us try to keep our Mondays open, to strategize, to schedule, to follow up, to do all that good stuff, right?
Yeah.
But I just
Friday at 5:00, I get sad.
So you get sad for a little bit, but then you're happy that it's the weekend. But I swear to God, I'm not just saying this on Saturday night. I can't I have to be doing something. If I'm just sitting there, I wish I could call this person right now and be like, hey, you want to meet? It's so bad. And honestly, when you get into, but the negative part of what I'm saying is I find that when I don't structure my weekends to take time off, it gets in the way of relationships, my family. And it's not good. From my experience, you got to make sure you make time.
Yeah, one time, I'll talk to a client on the weekend, no problem. But one time, I had a client that was on my shit on Thanksgiving.
Yeah, see, holidays is a different story.
Bro, I was like, yo, it's Thanksgiving, dude. He's like, oh, well, what about this and what about that? And I couldn't believe it. And I was trying to keep my cool, and I'm like, and my family's sitting there, no lie, at the Thanksgiving table looking at me and I felt really bad for accepting that phone call. But I said to him, hey, listen, he did apologize. It's all good. But that was a moment where I was like, no, this is family time.
Yeah.
Because I'm always, my business is all the time on my mind. And sometimes I got to take that pinwheel and put it in a box, and it's still spinning. And I'm like, all right, family time. Yes. Oh yeah. Popcorn. Yeah. I'm just trying to enjoy with family, but I'm always the business side. And a lot of entrepreneurs will probably relate, is you have to learn how to, even though your business is on your mind, it's what you live, breathe, and eat. try to put that spinning wheel aside for a second. So
Yeah.
you don't neglect your family. You spend time with your loved ones. Like I have he's 14 now, 14-year-old son, and he loves video games. I always make sure I'm sitting with him. I'm enjoying the video games with him. He's beating the levels, and I'm spending good time with him. Or we'll go out, we'll do sprints, or we'll go for a walk or whatever.
Yeah,
we'll hang
quality
out.
Time.
Yeah, he's my best friend. Like we do everything together on the weekends, and I'm very, very blessed for that.
Mm-hmm.
But I have to, when I'm with him, I have to literally tell myself, chill with the business right now.
Yeah.
Pay attention.
See, like when I started doing this, I was so invested in it, and it's good and bad, right? I spent a lot of time. I used to go out. I used to hang out with a bunch of people, a ton of friends, and that was great, right? But it got to a point where I was working so hard on getting to, working so hard on the goal of being successful that people would ask me to go out. It's like, no, I can't, bro. I got something going on.
Yeah.
I gotta do this. I gotta do this. And they keep asking, and then they're like, oh, don't even ask him. He's not going to come out anymore. And what I'm saying is, this all ties around who you surround yourself with. I find that within this whole process, a lot of people have came in my life and left my life, and it's a good and it's a bad thing. The people who stick around and who you are, it filters out those people, and that
Your real friends.
your real friends, the people who you don't have to see every day. My best friends, I still call them every night, and I haven't seen them in a year, and they know. I'm getting too specific. I haven't seen them in like a year, and I still talk to them almost every single day, and they're still there, and we're still brothers, and
Yeah, I got old friends too that they know I'll be there for them, even though I haven't seen them in years. There's still like that bond, but like you have some of the other friends or acquaintances that just want to bullshit and waste time, and then you're like, shit, I got goals, dude. Like I can't sit here and drink beer all day and just fucking, you know what I'm saying? Like time wasting.
It's all about habits. It's about habits.
Yeah.
If you're trying to succeed, you have to put time into it. And yes, sometimes that fucking sucks.
Yeah.
But look at the long term. Look at the goal at the end of the fucking path.
Yeah.
Like it's.
And I'm not gonna judge like people that like to just like, if you're gonna drink, treat it like a treat every once in a while. Because if you drink too much,
That's another habit.
That's
you
a
gotta
bad
cut
habit.
out habit.
That's a bad habit that will slow you down.
One of my best friends, right? You know who I'm talking about. He and I have nothing against this at all. Please, I used to smoke all the time. But like he still smokes a lot.
Yeah.
And recently he called me and he said, I've realized what this has done to my life. And I'm committed to not doing it anymore.
Now
he is doing so good.
Here's a disclaimer. If somebody partakes in either drinking or smoking as like a treat on an occasional basis, that's your business as long as you don't abuse it. But if you take in certain substances, and let's say this goes for people that have high goals, that want to achieve big things in their life, if you're constantly clouding your mind and slowing yourself down, how in the world are you going to achieve your goals?
Exactly.
It's not going to happen.
Exactly. And listen, I used to drink a lot. I used to party. I used to smoke a lot. I used to do all this shit. But like, it got to a point. This was another situation. I stopped smoking because I noticed it would just make me feel like whatever, right?
It slows.
And like I said, there's nothing. I'm not against it, right? Recreational, it's great, but I had a goal in mind, and I needed to hit that goal. If I didn't, who the fuck knows what would have happened? But
yeah. But if it's affecting your life, if it's affecting your life in a negative way, it instantly becomes a bad habit.
Yeah.
And if you're doing it on a daily basis, chill that shit out. Bring it back a little bit or cut it out. Whatever it is, if you can't control yourself with that, let's say you have a goal that you want to hit and let's say you're drinking every night, I'm sorry, that will slow you down. And just imagine if you pulled back on that, maybe had a couple beers once a week. Now you can position yourself to reach higher levels of success because you're not slowing yourself down.
Just drink to celebrate, bro.
Yeah.
Listen, like I still go.
We're not
Work
judging
hard,
people
party
that
hard,
we're not
yeah.
judging people that drink. It's about excess. It's about too much.
Yes,
To the point where it's impacting you reaching your goals.
Yes.
So we're just trying to promote healthier lifestyles, healthier habits. If you have those goals that you want to hit, to pay attention to them so you can hit those goals. Because if it's affecting you, pull back.
But I'm also a big advocate of work hard, play hard. You know, if you worked hard and you're celebrating, go have fucking fun. Celebrate that achievement, because it's amazing when you've worked really hard and you achieve something. It feels so good. Take advantage of that. Take advantage of all the feelings of struggling.
Yeah.
Because feeling good and
Enjoy life. Like I like
enjoy life.
I like food.
Yeah, man.
I'll
Oh my God.
I'll have some really good food, you know, if I'm, you know, because I try to eat clean and stuff like that. But like on a cheat day or something like that, I'm not gonna neglect myself from like pizza. I'm gonna have pizza.
Dude, when I started working with an accountant, right, and I started making good money, and we were going over my expenses and how much I should spend a month on just like me and just moving money in different places, we got deep with what I was spending my money on, bro.
Wow.
Bro, food. This was when like we were like eating good, you know what I mean?
Oh.
Dude, I was spending so much fucking money on food. I didn't realize it at all.
Oh, Mastros.
Bro, like once a week, and I was like
That
and I was
A5 Wagyu.
Oh shit, dude! Like
Mastros.
Listen, this is like a just chatting episode, but there's real value to this. Like, bro, I was spending a lot of money on food.
Yeah, you gotta check yourself sometimes,
dude. I checked myself hard.
See, my thing.
I found out what the normal spending was.
Dude, my weakness, and I have to learn this healthy habit, is I love sneakers.
Yeah.
And I just can't. Sometimes I can't resist, and I go, I'm probably not going to wear these in 3 years. Why am I buying them? And it's the fear of missing out. Like, the resellers are going to mock them up $300, and I should just buy it now. And I just stack it with my, but like that's one habit that I'm trying to pull back a little bit. It's not affecting like my levels of success or whatnot, but I do want to buy a house. I want to buy a house, so I want to stack as much cash as possible.
Yeah.
But like I look at my spending habits and I'm like, all right, I got to chill here. You have to be able to have the discipline to assess your life and be real with yourself and say, do I have a problem here? Do I have a problem there? Sometimes people are just going out too much and buying too many drinks, and then like they're looking at what they're spending per day.
Yeah.
You got to keep that stuff in check, because if you have a goal in your life. I used to own a home. I had to sell it because it had some issues with it. And I was like, hey, I'm going to rent for a while. I'm not going to rush into a house. And, I've been kind of keeping my eye out for a house and stuff like that, and just kind of researching, what I need down and stuff like that. And I do have to be mature and say, okay, chill with the sneakers, put aside some cash and be more disciplined. So I'm not sitting here acting like I'm perfect. I have issues myself that I have to work on to make sure I have the best habits possible that will position me to reach new levels of success.
Yeah. No, managing those things, like really all it is just like being organized. That's all it is. If you're not organized, like you're just going to lose track of stuff, and it could be a good habit. It could be the way you're spending. It's literally anything.
Yeah.
One of the biggest things to success that I've learned, even though this is not the lessons episode, that I've learned is organization is key to growth and success.
Yeah. And you have to, when you're making these habits, good habits, and you're lining them up during your week, you have to make sure that they are helping your physical being, your state of mind, state of mind, your business, working in the business, working on the business, family time, friend time, real friend time.
Yeah.
And if you have children, spend time with your children, stuff like that. You want to balance that all out, but make sure that you're seeing progress from your habits. You're seeing progress every month, every quarter, every year, and keep moving forward. Like Tony Robbins says, constantly improve. I listened to one of his CDs back in the day, and I love how he said that. Constantly improve. Mm-hmm. That's the key. Don't ever be satisfied or passive about, like I did this. Oh yeah, let me just kick back. No. No matter where you are in the entrepreneurial journey, keep moving forward and keep developing habits that will push you to that next level.
So one thing that I resonated with quite a bit that it literally ties into exactly what you're saying. Is I heard a saying once, and I can't remember who told me that. Oh, well, I mean, my grandfather has always told me, keep plugging away. He, ready? I'll call him, right? Because he's been so supportive, and I appreciate it so much. But I'll call him with like an achievement. Oh, we just did this. Oh, it's great. He'll say, awesome. Keep plugging away.
That's how you do it.
Keep plugging away. And it's just like, it's really helped me out a lot. When I first started, I would get a big achievement. I would hit that goal. And then it like subconsciously allowed me to kind of, all right, chill out now. No, you can't do that. When you're in this position of building a business, you celebrate those achievements, but keep going. Exactly. You know what I mean? Like I don't know how to put it. It's kind of cheesy, but Drake actually said it once. So what was I saying? So Drake, it's a quote that Drake said once, where he rarely ever celebrates anything, because the thought of failure, it keeps him up at night. And I feel the same exact way. I celebrate, but I don't celebrate a goal like, okay, we did it.
You have to have the mindset.
Didn't do it.
You have to have the mindset and create the habits that make you unstoppable, regardless of something happens. You don't hit a goal. Don't get discouraged.
No.
You have the habits in your life and the mindset in your life to just say, you know what? I don't give a shit. Move forward. Focus on the goal. That's how I programmed myself.
Yeah.
And with your habits, you have to sort of almost brainwash yourself to turn yourself into a machine.
It's all about mindset. It's all about mindset. We've had situations where we've had life-changing deals come at us, and it's this close.
Oh, it's
this close.
It's a pubic hair away.
The only thing that hasn't gone through is a signature on the contract, and then it flops. And before, I was so mad. I would
move on.
All that work that I put into it, it just dropped. I would be pissed off, and I would sit down and I would be like, oh, I feel bad, right? No. Now, it's like, if it doesn't come, their loss, I'm on to the next.
Because that person that said no to you, sometimes subconsciously is like, you didn't get that. You didn't get it. You're like, whatever, dude. I have something really good. I have an insane track record. Peace out. I'm moving on.
Keep moving forward. Keep moving forward. That's another big habit.
Sometimes they get wind.
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Oh, because they see their competitor blow up, and they're like, hey, are you working with such and such? I'm like, yeah, and? Like, I gave you the opportunity, dude. You thought I was full of shit.
Yeah. No, I 100% agree.
Yeah, just sometimes, like, sometimes middle managers or whatever, like, they'll put their 2 cents in, or you'll be talking to somebody in business, and then somebody will come and throw a monkey wrench in the whole thing, and you're like, who are you? What are you doing? And like, they'll just start like focusing on, well, you're wearing purple pants. I'm uncomfortable. You're wearing purple pants. Yeah. Who gives a shit what color my pants are, dude? Like, focus on the program. Focus on what I'm gonna do. I'm getting too hyped for this.
Yeah, no. But okay, so another habit that I've adopted throughout my experiences to not celebrate achievements as aggressively as you think you should, because you're not done yet. You're not done. You're going to continue to go. But then also, if there's a downfall, if there's a bump in the road, if something has let you down horribly, take 2 minutes to cry, and then get back up and keep fucking going. Because what's the point? And what's the point of it?
And just so everybody knows, I don't own a pair of purple pants.
Nah, he owns salmon pants.
No. But like, I was talking about like prospects that they're right on the edge of signing, and they'll, like, for example, I'll give everyone an example, and I didn't let it take me down. I was working on a very big account that we did an amazing job for their competitor. They moved their marketing in-house. We parted ways as friends, not for performance. They said, hey, we hired a bunch of marketing people.
Okay. Yep.
We're going to part ways as friends. No big deal. It happens. So I went to a similar business and said, look at what I did for XYZ company. They were very impressed. They decided not to go with me. Ready for this? It was a very, very cold day out, and I left my car running because I forgot my coat at home. It was freezing out, so I'm like, let me just leave my heat on. It was like below zero. Mm-hmm. And after the meeting, I left and she wrote me an email. I cannot believe you left your car running during our whole meeting. I was like, I'm sorry. I left my code at home, and that's the reason why they didn't move forward. But I'm like, the CEO of your company,
some
it was
people,
just wild. It was wild. Did I let that bring me down? No. I was like, okay.
Let it motivate you. Go after the competitor.
The craziest stuff. Like, we've.
Yeah.
We don't even need to say, you know.
Yeah, no, but seriously
oh
though,
my God, there's a fly on the wall. I can't do this.
No, but for real though, like it's a habit that you have to have, because if you're gonna let every downfall just demotivate you completely in a situation that you're in where your work literally it means the amount of money that you make, it sets your future up, then you're not going to succeed.
Do not dwell on obstacles.
No.
Do not dwell on falling down. And get up, dust yourself off. Keep going.
Keep going. Take 2 minutes. Go in your car, take 2 minutes. And just do whatever you want. But then after that, keep plugging away. Keep plugging away.
I guess we'll wrap up. So everybody knows, develop those healthy habits.
Yes.
Feel like something is holding you back from hitting new levels of success. Try to reduce those or eliminate those and focus on your goal.
And to understand those unhealthy habits that you may not be aware of, take a step back, look at what your lifestyle looks like. And you look at your lifestyle and you have a goal. Are these habits that you already have going to position you properly to reach that goal? If not, get rid of them and replace them with a good habit.
Or reduce them.
Reduce them. Take 2 months to just keep doing that habit. Keep doing it. Keep going to the gym. Keep, doing whatever it takes. Taking cold showers, journaling, whatever it is. Trying to eat good. Just take 2 months.
Yeah.
And I guarantee you after those 2 months, you will become a little bit more successful than you were the day that you realized.
And again, we're here to try to inspire, educate, and help people. We're not trying to pass judgment.
No, not at all.
We're just trying to share ideas. Yeah. We're just trying to share ideas, and if it can help anybody out there, we are grateful.
We're trying to share what has helped us.
Exactly.
To help you. That's all we're trying to do. No judgment,
Less sneaker buying.
Less sneaker buying and less, whatever. Like we always say, thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you gained value out of this. We hope you enjoyed this episode. If you did, please leave a comment down below. If any questions you have, subscribe. Turn on those post notifications so that you get notified every time we post. And check out our Instagram. You can find information there about the podcast, updates, clips, whatever. Peace out.